sound problems with anybody else shit until we got right there either.
Good.
Are we good?
Yep. Lord willing, this live actually streams properly now. Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. And Lord willing, this is going to be an edifying lesson. And today we're just going to talk about how, the disturbance in the supply chain will eventually lead to chaos. All right, and pretty much this was inspired by a situation that I had happen to me. And right now, my car, it's not drivable due to the fact that there's a particular part that I have to fix. And when I was, trying to find this particular part, I talked to 3 major, auto companies, all right, auto stores, and one of these, well, basically all 3 of them said that, look, we don't have it, and our other stores in the Chicagoland area, they don't have it either. And one of the places, they said that they were going to order it for me. And then the guy paused midway, and he said that basically I can't even do that for you because our vendor doesn't even have the part in stock. All right, and it just made me think how, and this is just for a car, and it's not a super rare piece on top of that, right? It's, for the most part, common. This stuff happens all the time, and it made me think, about how if this whole, which it will continue, how this whole supply chain issue continues, that, chaos is really going to start, increasing, all right? Things aren't going to get, better out here. It's going to get more ugly. People are going to get more desperate, because, this, you have car pieces that, that are shipped, from country to country. Food, what else? Like electronics, and these electronics, and like I'll say just in general, these particular pieces for machinery, they need to be shipped off, all right? Because we live in a modern day world where this society basically runs on machinery, man. And if one thing goes wrong, it's like a domino effect. It's going to affect one thing and another and another, and that's going to lead to eventually what? Chaos, man.
Yeah, right. What is it? The lack of chips is it's affecting the lack of these digital chips for the machinery is affecting the agriculture, as far as your crops and local markets. Like the brother said, it's a domino effect. Everything's going to affect, going to slowly come to fruition on how it was affected by just the smallest of things. It's certain things being left out at sea, or people don't have the money to get these things shipped anymore, and they have to pay extra money, and then eventually it's going to come down to where stores are not going to be able to purchase certain goods.
Another thing too, what was I thinking about? Because you mentioned something. There's 2 things. One of them, because you mentioned about how a lot of these, you mentioned the chips for the farmers. Well, let's just say even if the farmers got the chips, what about the truck drivers?
Yeah.
What about the truck drivers? And that's gonna a lot of these truck drivers, they're gonna stop, these shipments because their trucks to their tools are gonna be destroyed, man. They're not gonna be in use. So they're not even gonna be able to, go across country anymore. A lot of things are about to happen, but I got a scripture. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And we're entering into those times, Oh, that's what I was going to say too. With all these things happening, what's going to happen to the stock market? It's gonna crash basically.
Yeah, because there's no buying in the market. The fact that, like, I remember brother had said it when he was on the line. No, the elder said it Sunday at the lot, right? That's gonna cause the economy to crash,
Yeah.
and people have to basically put a belt on their pockets, man.
That's right.
You know, where they're not spending as much. It's that the economy itself is not fluctuating, so it's not building any value in the dollar. And shit, as of now, the dollar is really, for the most part, only circling around the U.S., so it's definitely not making as much as it was. You know, so like the brother said, eventually that's going to even cause the market to crash, man.
Yeah, because what they another thing too is because the market is based on speculations, and if there's they call it fear in the market, if there's if these investors see some type of disturbance worldwide in the global economy, they talk about it. They pull back, all right, and then the stocks start failing. So that's gonna happen soon. Which actually, scratch it. It's already happening. All right, but I'm gonna keep reading. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 23 now. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. All right, and why is that? Let me get 2nd Ezra 15 real quick. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's why you're going to have friends fighting one another, because there's going to be lack of resources out here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we entitled this Disturbance in the Supply Chain. Salaki. Disturbance in the supply chain is going to lead to chaos. All right?
That's right.
And a lot of once people can't get those daily necessities, you're gonna see how fast friends and family members turn into enemies.
Yep.
Okay?
Those benefits kept people. They kept people at bay. You know, as a part of that's a part of the bread and circus. You know, that's part of the bread. Getting certain shit that you like, able to use certain games and have internet and the little luxuries, man. All this shit is about to circle down the drain.
I'm gonna finish this off. 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. Okay, hey, it's gonna be a scary time soon, man. Time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, where there's gonna be much evils, perils. Okay, and it's gonna be the ugliest time ever known to mankind. Okay, and it says, the springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. And even your water supply is going to get cut. All right, and we always talk about how right now out here in Chicago, and I'm sure that in other cities too, that they went from like a pump, a regular pumping system, so to speak, all right, to this whole electronical grid, man. All right, and what's going to happen when that grid basically goes down? Gonna get ugly out here.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gonna shut down. All right. Then when they can't ship this water, okay, that we're used to like this, these bottled waters anymore. It's gonna get bad.
Yeah, because we're already drinking water by measure, but you're really about to be drinking water by measure, man. All right. The society has been cut off once upon a time, last year by want. Now it's about to be cut off by need and want, man. So it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna be some shit that you actually fucking need. But people are gonna start bugging out before then, man. Because once that want gets cut off, and they really have to discipline themselves with certain things these people aren't used to discipline, they're gonna start reacting, man.
That's right. You got something?
Yeah, I got this something. This is Joel chapter 1 verse 15. Alas, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. Is not the meat cut off before our eyes? Yeah, joy and gladness from the house of the Most High, from the house of our God. Because this offering of food and meats, it's about to be cut off, man. Sooner or later you're not gonna be able to go to McDonald's, man. McDonald's gonna be fucking closed. Or if you are able to get anything in that day, it's gonna be from robbing a fucking what do you call those? Essential worker is delivering some food, man. That's what's gonna be happening, man. Some of these fucking bike messengers and these people driving DoorDash are gonna be getting robbed, man.
Oh yeah, I remember when this whole epidemic started, right? pandemic started, I remember when I was working, there wasn't really anybody out like that, but the few people that what they how you say call essential workers. I remember they had at a couple of stores that I was bypassing. They were unloading the goods, and they had armed security by them. And that was happening when the tree was still green.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen when that green tree, is completely withered away? It's gonna get real ugly, man. Hey, you're gonna start all them Amazon, food delivery drivers. They're gonna get raided. All these how you said, all these essential workers, all these Uber Eats drivers, they're gonna get raided. Hey, look, no one's gonna be going to the Gucci store and stealing a couple bags and a couple shirts, man. That's not gonna be valuable anymore. It's gonna be valuable is going to your local grocery store, all right, and getting some meats and and some rice and tomatoes, man. All right, that's what's gonna be really valuable.
You know what's so bad about it? A lot of these women, not to hop on the woman at all, because really not trying to do that. But I just thought about this video that Chapai had did, last year when motherfuckers was looting, and he said something about this woman. She's like, "How am I gonna get these diapers for my kids?" And it's like, you see people taking shit, and you ain't got no money. You will get you some fucking diapers. This is the time that if you need some shit, go ahead and grab that shit. People doing all that shit in the stores and shit. It was just like showing you at the time where it's time to gather or to critically think when all hell breaks loose. A lot of women aren't gonna have it, because it's like, here it is, you can get this right here that you say that you need, but you don't even have the mindset to go get it, But that's the reason why you're gonna be something that's gonna get taken in that day, man.
Yes,
a lot of people are, men and women,
Yes, sir. Yeah, oh yeah, human trafficking and kidnapping is gonna come. Well, it's already here, but it's gonna, man, it's gonna blow up.
It's gonna become more fashionable.
Yeah, it's gonna get real crazy out here, man. But I got another one. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, and I'll start at 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. And that's going into basically like your stores, all right, all that. There's going to be a time period where these places, they're not going to be open because they can't. For one, they're not going to have any goods, and then if they do have goods, they're going to get raided, man, and they're going to lose out. So hey, all these business owners, they're going to really feel it, man. All right, these people on high, they're going to feel it. The only ones that are, for lack of words, that aren't going to feel it, all right, these basically these elites of this world, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because they're going to have all the goods and resources. They're going to have the protection.
They also have it in the way to where it's slop.
Oh, you got it.
They have it in the way to where they're hidden.
Yep.
They're not all out there with it. Because, it's known who they are, but they have secret everything, underground everything, man. Yep. A lot of these celebrities are going to fucking feel it.
Oh yeah, man. Because they're what they call lesser, luminaries. All right, you're less. You're not up there. You're low level.
They're pawns to the elites.
Yep.
So that the elites don't get jacked up, they got that barrier of pawns around them that you call niggas in the entertainment industry.
Man, if you're not one of the basically the elite banking family members, all right, so like maybe you might have some of their top politicians, man, you're smoked. But they're gonna get smoked at the end of the day by the Lord when He left. But that's a whole nother topic. But let's keep going. This is Zephaniah 1 and 11 now. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, and they that bear silver are cut off.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Maktesh, right? That was a merchant city in the ancient world. Now we can basically use that as I'll say this: the modern day Maktesh is what? Your whole Wall Street, all that. Okay, so it said right there that they're gonna howl, man, and they're gonna be crying. They're gonna be in distress, man, in derision. Okay, all right. They're not gonna be doing good, man. Hey, like I said, this is for lack of words. The only people that are going to be doing good in this society very soon are the elites. That's it. Okay? Alright? That's it. But all these, regular Joe Schmoes out here, even to, like how we said, the celebrities, to even some of these politicians, they are going to get destroyed out here. They're going to get man, they're gonna be in the mess with all of us too, man. Look, hey, your Jay-Z's and your Oprahs, they're gonna be in they're gonna be down here too, man, with the rest of the people. All right. You know, all these, some of these politicians, they're not gonna make it either, man. You know. You got something?
Yeah, this is Isaiah 32:10, another one for the economy. It says, "Many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women. For the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come." Basically, this economical system that we have is about to fail entirely, man. So the benefits that most of you women get, you highballing niggas that think that the dollar matters when shit, not even the euro, because niggas wanted to say that, okay, I'm gonna start using overseas money and using this or that. Okay, well, that's cool, but that shit won't work either, because all these deficits on the different dollars that the heathen use across the nations are failing as well, man. Right? And the scripture says that gold and silver shall be cut off. It also says, neither will gold and silver deliver you. So, hey, say if you niggas even fucking bought up in silver, bought up in gold, none of that is gonna matter in the day of trouble, man. Right. Even if you are able to trade for to an extent, somebody might just rob your ass, man. That guy, it happens all the time. It's a shady deal. It says in the scriptures that it happens like that, man.
Yeah, shit, man. Really, at the end of the day, and we know this, if you're not a part of the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you are through.
You're only going to get so far.
Yeah, that's right. The Lord is not saving wicked people. All right, and the wicked that do survive, they're basically going to be heathens. All right, that are meant to go into slavery. And then let's just say, because it talks about the rebels in the wilderness, right? In Ezekiel, those wicked 2/3, right? That are, I'm saying, like worldwide.
Purged out.
They're going to get purged out. All right, they're going to get their judgment. They're going to have to, since they don't want to bend the knee, all right, in righteousness, they're going to get destroyed for that.
Decapitated.
Okay. But you got anything else? Yeah, we're gonna end it off. Just a quick little lesson. All right. A lot of things are gonna happen very soon. I'll just end it off with Jeremiah 30:7, because we're we're getting closer and closer to this day. All right, this time period. This is I'll start up above. We usually start at 7, but we're gonna start at Jeremiah 30:4 right now. And it says here, "And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins,
Exactly. Found and scared, man, in derision.
As a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Right.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." All right, and that he is going into the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, the elect is going to get saved. All right, they're going to be translated. They're not going to be destroyed. Okay, and they're going to get that righteous reward. For the rest of you people, hey man, just get your minds ready for agony, death, and destruction.
That's right.
That's pretty much it. Anything else? All right. With that, we hope this was edifying. We're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers. Shalom in the Bible ball.